You earn more than you used to. Your salary went up. Your title improved. Your lifestyle looks better. On paper, you're doing well. So why does it still feel tight? Why do you earn more every year, but still feel broke? Not literally broke, but mentally, emotionally. Like you're always one unexpected bill away from stress. Like your bank account never feels ahead, no matter how much you make. And here's the part that's hard to admit. You thought earning more would fix that feeling. You thought the next raise would bring relief, but it didn't. So now you're confused, and maybe a little frustrated. Because if income isn't solving it, what will? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people don't feel broke because they earn too little. They feel broke because their life expands every time their income does. And the expansion is so gradual. They don't even notice it happening. Think about where you were 5 years ago. Smaller place, cheaper routines, lower expectations. You told yourself, when I make more, I'll finally feel secure. Then you made more, and something subtle happened. You upgraded. Not recklessly, reasonably. Better apartment, better car, more convenience, more subscriptions, more I deserve this. And none of it felt irresponsible. It felt like progress. But here's what progress hides. Your baseline shifted. What used to feel optional now feels required. And once something feels required, downgrading feels like failure. That's the trap. Let's walk through it clearly. You earn $70,000 and spend $50,000. You have $20,000 of breathing room. Then you get promoted. Now you earn $95,000. You upgrade your lifestyle to $85,000. You feel successful, but your breathing room just shrank. You're earning more, but your freedom didn't grow. Fast forward 5 years. You earn $140,000. Your life now costs $125,000. You look successful, but inside, it still feels tight. One layoff, one emergency, one bad quarter, and suddenly you're anxious again. That's when people whisper to themselves, I make good money, so why do I still feel broke? Here's what most high earners won't say out loud. The fear never disappeared. It just changed form. At lower income, the fear is survival. At higher income, the fear is losing the lifestyle. Instead of worrying about rent, you worry about maintaining the mortgage. Instead of fearing overdraft fees, you fear falling behind your peers. Different fear, same pressure. And pressure is what makes you feel broke. Not your income, your structure. Wealth isn't income. Wealth is margin. Margin is the gap between what you earn and what your life requires. That gap determines your power. When the gap is small, you are financially fragile. When the gap is wide, you are financially calm. Not because you earn more, because you need less. And needing less than you earn is the foundation of wealth. Now here's where it gets uncomfortable. When income rises, identity rises too. You don't just upgrade your apartment. You upgrade your self-image. This is who I am now. And once lifestyle becomes identity, cutting back feels like going backwards. So instead of protecting your margin, you protect the image. You protect the appearance of success. And that's how people earning $200,000 can feel just as anxious as someone earning $60,000. Because anxiety doesn't track income. It tracks margin. Let's talk numbers. If you invest $1,500 per month at 8% for 20 years, that becomes roughly $885,000. But if lifestyle upgrades reduce that to $500 per month, it becomes around $295,000. That's a $590,000 difference. Not from stock picking, not from side hustles, from restraint, from protecting the gap. Small monthly decisions, massive long-term consequences. Now you might be thinking, so what? Am I just supposed to live small forever? No. This isn't about living small. It's about living intentionally. Most people never define enough, so their expectations grow with every raise. At $60,000, they think $90,000 will feel secure. At $90,000, they think $120,000 will finally fix it. At $120,000, they think $180,000 will bring calm. But the calm never comes, because income keeps chasing lifestyle, and lifestyle keeps moving. Wealth builders do something different. When income rises, they pause. They don't immediately upgrade. They create a ceiling. They define enough. Everything above that ceiling becomes ownership. Ownership buys time. Ownership buys flexibility. Ownership buys peace. And peace is what people actually want when they say they want money. Imagine two people earning $120,000. One spends $110,000 every year. The other caps their lifestyle at $70,000. 15 years later, one has built assets that generate income. The other has built obligations that require income. Same salary, different outcome, different emotional experience. One feels calm. The other still feels broke. So if you earn more every year, but still feel broke, it's not because you're failing. It's because income rising without separation changes nothing. Wealth begins the moment income and lifestyle stop rising together. It begins the moment you say, "This is enough." Enough upgrades, enough chasing, enough proving. Because when your lifestyle stops expanding, your margin starts expanding. And when your margin expands, the pressure shrinks. That's when you stop feeling broke. Not when your salary changes, but when your structure changes. And that's when wealth actually begins.